Good evening, everyone. I am Vito Can. I've been an intelligence analyst for the Air Force for just about 2 years now. Today I'm here to tell you about AI's advancements over the last decade regarding the amount of data it's able to process daily and what the future of warfighting looks like since AI has now had a seat at the table. AI's been a discussion that's been had for almost 40 years now. During its infancy phase, it was seen as a waste of resources, not technologically unfeasible, and had a very small margin for investment rates. This was basically due to the fact that computers used to be the size of a room, and so it wasn't fiscally responsible to build a computer the size of a room to run an AI back in the day. However, since we have seen drastic leaps in processing power, the capabilities of GPUs and CPUs, it's now had a giant performance boost in its resource utilization rates, and it's especially since we've had those improvements in hardware and software capabilities, allowing it to run more efficiently and become more cost and energy friendly as time goes on. One example of it becoming like one of those improvements in resource utilization and its capabilities is back in 2016, a company by the name of Hanson Robotics created the first robot citizen, which was able to near perfectly replicate human emotion, human appearance, and a human's ability to communicate with the AI built into a robot in the shape of a human. Another scary thing is AI knows more about the world than any one human ever could. Especially since it has near unfiltered access to raw information on the internet and knows it has the ability to access information on a far wider scale than in a far shorter time period than any one human feasibly could. Especially when you're considering that a GPT in their guiding software have been seen using billions of data points as references and only get more complex with each new question it's asked. An article a few years ago published by Forbes said that back when ChatGPT was still the leading AI, it had one of the largest and most complex language models ever created, and it was trained on over 150 billion data points. And then they were trying to make the newer GPT models far more powerful and capable than its predecessors, which means if back in 2015 they were trained on 150 billion data points, who knows how much GPT-5 is being trained with at the moment. The human brain simply cannot keep up with their processing speed and its ability to handle raw information at the speed it does. And it's also an irrefutable truth that AI will change the way wars are fought forever. We've already seen trends of people asking ChatGPT how to make some form of insert name here chemical compound, with people trying to educate their friends either via TikTok or just simply just YouTube videos on how to get around the soft limits imposed by AI's governing bodies, whether that's the government, the internet itself, or the creator of the AI. This doesn't really bode well for the safety of the average citizen, because if someone who is at a higher risk to the people around them has access to information that enables them to injure more people on a wider scale, and if that's their intention, and we have no idea who is accessing that information, we have no idea how that information is being used, if that information is being actioned on, and if that person is actively making steps to being a greater danger than they feasibly could without the use of AI. An article posted a few years ago by the US government has said that the US government itself has made new chemical warfare compounds, among other things, with the use of AI, meaning that even scientists can't outpace what people are able to do with AI. And while it has boundless potential to be used as a positive force, there is also the bigger picture on what's on the internet. AI is a wonderful tool that's seen immense growth over the last few decades, and when it's used properly, for assistance in researching new topics or as a starting point when learning new subjects. However, you also must keep in mind that you need to use AI ethically and lawfully to protect not only the person using it, with their friends, their family, and the world around you. Thank you.